yeah! Get it! Alrighty, what's up, everybody? It is I, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. No, it's not me. Not Randy Savage. It's not you. Not you, Randy. Go away. It is I, your tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a beautiful Friday afternoon. You know, it's Friday. It's Friday. We gotta get down on Friday. Something for that weekend. That great singer, Rebecca Black, or Becky G, whoever fucking sang that song. I don't even give a fuck. It's a good song. It's catchy, but not my style, but I just like, if you want to talk about Friday, then you got that song, you got Ice Cube with Friday. A lot of Friday songs. We need more Friday songs. Not Friday I'm in Love by The Cure, well, we need good Friday songs. But it is a Friday afternoon, May the 15th, 2026. About to hit the midpoint of this month. We got 2 weeks left of the month. We are, 2 weeks away from, actually, next week, we're 1 week away from Memorial Day weekend, the unofficial start of summer. Gonna come a little bit early here in my neck of the woods. This weekend, actually, is gonna feel like early the midsummer. 75 tomorrow, 80 on Sunday, 90 on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then down the drain a little bit, but gets back up to 70 by Memorial Day, which is not bad. Next Saturday's not going to be great, so if you have plans for next weekend, might not be great the first half, but next Sunday and Monday should be great to get your barbecue started and all that other good stuff. Go to the beach. Beaches will be open next week. Can't wait for that. So if you're in California, you're in Florida, wherever you may be, and it's warm, go to the beach and have fun. That's pretty much it. Ladies, you know what to do. Pop out those thong bikinis and, those tatas just popping out. You gotta love that. Rosa won't be there, but, it is what it is. But, nobody wants to see that. Oh, I kid. But, shut up! Anyway, we move on with that. Anyway, I'm going crazy here today. It's Friday. We go crazy on the weekend. But thank you all for watching right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below in my pants on this channel, my other channels as well. Show your love and support. Climbing up to 1,300 subscribers on this very channel. And we are very close on the Peter Joseph channel. We are very close to 1,200 subscribers. And I think we might hit that by this weekend or by Memorial Day. That was one of my goals, to hit it by Memorial Day. So hopefully we'll go over that. Over 1,200 on Memorial Day weekend. And I'm on a road to 1,300 subscribers on that channel. So we'll see what happens with that. I think we'll hit 1,300. Maybe by Thanksgiving. I'm trying for Labor Day. If not, hopefully by Thanksgiving, and then the end of the year, get at least pretty much halfway to 1,400. But we'll see what happens. But subscribe to this channel, my other channel. Show your love and support. Leave a comment if you want to. You don't have to. I'm not forcing you to. But if you want to, don't leave stupid comments, because I'll slap you silly, send you to the Shadow Realm where Ozzy and Satan will fucking eat your soul. And you'll never be heard from again. You'll be blocked, hidden, and pretty much sent out of here. So, if you don't like that, don't do it. And if you don't want to do that, then cry about it, little bitch. Simple as that. Don't leave stupid comments, you won't get blocked. Simple as that. Or go watch somebody else. That's that. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to tap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because if you do, you're SOL. You better know what that means by now. And I think we all do. And for newbies out there, if you haven't seen my channel before on YouTube, well, I think it's time you should. Because if you are here for the first time and you do subscribe to my channels, as we say in the business, because it is a business, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Grab that tasty cold one, which is right next to me. You can't see it, but I have to move it into the camera. Into the phone, I should say. Or if I was going like that, if I had my webcam on, but yeah, just non-alcoholic. as always, because we don't drink alcohol on my show. And I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a social drinker, which means I don't drink a lot. Only on social events. So you think I drink every night? I'd like to see you come and find some alcohol in my house. I'd love to see you try, but you can't. Because there is none. And even the missus will tell you that too. So, because she don't even drink. Except on occasions, at parties and festivities, but like maybe tonight, but we'll see. Because we are going out in a little bit, so to celebrate, well, not celebrate, we're gonna enjoy our Friday night. And then tomorrow we got an event that we have to go to too. So we're busy people. People love us. But I digress on that. But that's not alcohol. I don't drink. I am a social drinker. So I don't go on live streams and I'm fucking high or I'm fucking drunk. I may act wacky, but that doesn't mean I'm drinking anything like from this mic. Come on now. Come on now. Use the last brain cell you have in your head. Because you can't tell. You can't tell anything. I know it's a bad looking glass, but still, there's nothing in here. It's not mixed or anything. So, fuck you, man! That's it. Moving on. Alright, so tap and slap that bell, all notifications and shit. If you're new here, welcome. Grab yourself a tasty cola and put your feet up and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You don't, get out of here. We got cookies to the left, beverages to the right. Or that way. But we move on. Alright, enough about that bull funky. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you have a great weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, be safe and be well. That's that. Alright, we got SmackDown, or Welp Down, coming away tonight at 8 o'clock on the great station of the USA Network. Walter will be, making a big decision in his life if he wants to be full-time on SmackDown or just stay on Raw. We'll see what happens with him tonight. I assume Cody, MDK Cody, that bitch, will be on the show, and a whole lot more on your 3 hour, still 3 hours, your 3 hour cure for insomnia, and that's Friday Night Welp Down. And that's that. And we are going to be in Columbia, South Carolina, I believe. Or one of the Carolinas. But we shall see what happens tonight. As we're getting closer and closer to Clash in Italy and Saturday Night's main event next week. So maybe more matches will be announced tonight. We only got 2 matches for Saturday Night's main event. Has been announced. Pentagon Zero Miedo defending his IC title against All Ego, Ethan Page to the post. We got that. And for the Raw Tag Team titles, we got the Street Profits taking on Logan Small and Austin Theory of The Vision. And Austin Theory's having a vision of his own, with Maxine Dupree. Sucks to be you, Anthony Luke. Your wife cheating on you. Because you suck. That's what happens, you're in a business, because wrestling is a business, by the way. And, you're seeing pretty much hot women, if you're a woman, hot guy. Next thing you know, you go on dates, then platoons to a relationship, which platoons into having kids and getting married. And then you're on the road for like 300 days a year. You don't see each other most of the time. Next thing you know, I'm fucking somebody else. Why not? Oh, a new hot chick comes up to the main roster. How you doing? I want to see you, The way it is, I think, Maxine Dupree just, saw Austin Theory and wanted to see his vision, if you know what I mean. And she be getting it probably too. Who knows? Who knows? Because there's rumors that Maxine left with Austin Theory. Austin Theory left with an unknown person. That's what it is. It happens. But it's rumors, mind you. It's not true. It may or may not be true. But if it is, lucky you, Austin Theory. Just saying. And we move on with that. Alright, not about that bull funky. But we do got Whelp Down coming up tonight. Also, Super Card of Honor for all you great Ring of Honor fans. I know there are a few here on YouTube, like myself, but not watching it tonight. I'm watching a replay when I get home later. But I will be doing my predictions for that after this video. We move on. That's on episode 113 of the Shadow Slayer 2.0 series. So check that out later on today and tonight. And don't forget the pay-per-view tonight as well. And new matches have been announced. Great. 45 matches tonight! Tony Khan. No build to half of them. No build. But we'll get to that in a minute. Alright, but right now, ladies and gentlemen, right now, I'm going to tell you everything that's going to happen right now. What happened to then, Peter? You missed it. But when will it be now? Soon. Soon. Just tranquilo. Wait your turn. Have a Snickers. It'll be fine. But it will be now soon. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late and out-of-date TNA Impact Wrestling and Ring of Honor reviews for last night, May the 14th, 2026. Alright, both shows were actually, well, TNA was actually pretty damn good. It was a live, we are live from Sacktown. As we're getting closer and closer, we're not getting that close, but, you know, we're revving up that engine and we're on the road to Slammiversary, June the 28th, beginning at, I believe, 3 p.m., because head-to-head with Forbidden Door. That's a long day of wrestling, I should say. So, we're getting on that road, and actually, we do have one match for that show, and we move on with that. We'll talk about that in a minute. But we are emanating from the Sacramento Memorial Auditorium. Pretty nice little dinky place in Sacktown, Sacramento, California. And as always, on TNA Impact Wrestling, our commentary team of Tom Phillips and the man who loves Rusev Day. And that's Matthew Waywall, Aiden English, whatever you want to call him. Alright, so the main event, 2 out of 3 falls for the X Division title. 2 guys who do not like each other. That's Cedric Alexander of the System taking on, well, if he wins this match, he becomes the longest reigning X Division champion of all time. Ha ha ha! Like Liv Morgan would say. The beautiful Liv Morgan. Oh my. And we get that. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. But we start off the show with Leon Slater in a great opening video talking about his title reign, which he won last year at Slammiversary, I think against Rich Swann, I believe. And showing his feud with Cedric Alexander, and Cedric is standing in the way of that elusive record. And that's pretty much it. You thought AJ would do it, right? No. Joe? No. Kaz? No. Petey Williams? No. Not even Samoa Joe. Nobody has held it longer than Leon Slater. Well, we got that. Alright, we start with the opening sequence. With that garbage theme. Then we start off match number 1. A battle royal to determine the next in line for Mike Santana's world title at Slammiversary. So, we have that. So, we have Eddie Edwards, Bear Bronson, Mophead, Brian Myers, the tag team champions, Elijah, who wants to walk with Elijah? I do. Mr. Elegance! That douche. Mustafa Saeed, yeah, the same guy, Mustafa, from ECW with the gangsters, you know, with Jerome. Hey, Jerome! What do you want, motherfucker? I'm drinking. Get in here for a second, you fuck. Get in here. Get the sight away from me first. Thank you. your boy, Mustafa Saeed, showed up on TNA Wrestling. What do you think about that? I don't give a fuck about that guy, motherfucker. He's no, don't say it. We don't say that word here. Now take that word and get back to the bar. Well, Mikey will kick your ass. Yeah, Jerome, get back here, you son of a bitch! Okay, Mike, calm down. Calm down. Don't talk to me like that, motherfucker. Yeah, you shut up. Shut up. Jerome, I'll put that sight up your ass. And then put you through a flaming table. Because I'm awesome. Okay, guys, stop. Please. Don't let me get the other guy. No, don't get to him, please. Okay. We won't, Mike. Just behave. He won't come out. Okay? Jerome, sit at the bar, snort your cocaine, and shut up. Mike, you want to say goodbye? Because I gotta finish. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry, Missy Joseph. I know, he gets me wild up. I'm sorry. It's okay, Mike. We'll talk later. You have a good time tonight. You be safe, okay? I always be safe. Don't worry about me, Mike. Alright. Bye, guys! Bye! I love you all! I'm awesome! Bye! Okay. Sorry. Alright, so Mustafa Saeed, of all people. 62-year-old Mustafa Saeed. I didn't even see him in the match, but he's in the match. I'm like, what? Okay. Brandon the Entertainer, BDE, Eric Young, old man Eric Young, Grandpa Eric Young, Vincent and Dutch of the Righteous. We have Frank Xarian, Cody Dean, the hometown man, wearing a Sacramento Kings jersey, Agent Zero, John Scotto, and Jason Hodge of Order 4, with the beautiful Puerto Rican princess herself. No, not Issa, but it is Tasha Steelz at ringside. So get that. Alright. Saeed, as always, he came out with a whole bunch of weapons, in homage to Jerome, New Jack. Gets into a fight with Agent Zero. Pretty much, get out of here, you old fuck. He gone. ECW ain't dead, man. ECW ain't. You got people like Shane Douglas doing indie shows here and there. Rhino's going to be on an indie show in my neck of the woods next month. Nunzio, we all know Nunzio from the FBI. Even Sally Graziano is there once in a while. Not all the time. Because you know where Sally's at. He's always at the pizzeria stealing our pizzas. Bastard. And sadly, Tracy Smothers, the other member of the FBI, he sadly passed away years ago. There was another member, I forgot his name, but I can't think of his name. Who cares? But yeah, Nunzio, once in a while, do an indie show. Still got it. Rhino, does various indie shows from time to time. Shane Douglas. Well, I would say Sabu, but Sabu's up there now. Sabu! Yeah, but, Tommy Dreamer, every once in a while, does an indie show. Sandman, I think he did his last match in GCW, I believe. I think he fought the Invisible Man. I freaking thought it was Janela. I was like, yeah, somebody beat up Janela, please. But, anyway, so yeah, Sandman is pretty much retired. Mike Awesome, we all know Mike. Yeah, pretty much Jerry Lynn, retired. RVD, oh, Van Dam, you suck. Once in a while he'll show up, but, the main ECW stars, Francine, usually you see her with Shane at conventions and house shows here and there. I don't know what happened to Joey Styles. I think he's selling coins again. Who knows? We know Paul Heyman is with WWE. So, yeah, but, the spirit is still there, but god damn. We're still bringing people like Mustafa Saeed back. I mean, it's nice to see him, but, But he got thrown out. And I was like, okay, if anybody has to win this match, it has to be a heel, right? There's not many heels in this. Besides the system, we had Mr. Elegance against Mike Santana. That's a mismatch. Musa Saeed, nah, not happening. Eric Young, possibly. Vincent Dutch, possibly. Frankie Kazarian, yeah, we can run that back again. Agent Zero, I think that'd be a nice challenge for Mike. Skylar Hodge, no. But anyway, we get to the end. We're down to the final 3, basically. Kaz tossed the hometown man, Cody Deaner, out. But then he got eliminated right after that by Elijah, I think. And then Elijah faces off with the System. It was Eddie Edwards and Mophead. Mophead, Bear Bronson. And then Elijah gets grabbed by Kazarian. But that's fine with Elijah. Backdrops both of them out. Then it's down to him and Eric Young. They go to the apron. I was like, well, someone is going to fall off the apron. So they're fighting. And then Eric Young has his back turned to Elijah. Boom! Mule kick right in the nuts to Elijah, and he fell off the apron. And Eric fucking Young wins the #1 contendership, and he gets a title shot at Slammiversary. So you mean to tell me that Mike Santana's contract ends next month or July, and they're gonna give the world title to Eric Young? Are we gonna get the cleanse this? We haven't seen the cleanse yet. He's been talking about this for like what, a year? I don't care if he does win the belt. I don't care because it'll suck. But and then if the cleanse comes out, I'm like, who cares about the fucking cleanse? Who cares? Well, we needed somebody to face Mike Santana. I was hoping to be Steve Macklin coming back. Well, we'll talk about him in a minute. But yeah, Eric Young gets the win in 5 minutes, basically, just about 5 minutes. Wasn't anything to write home about. 2.25 out of 5 stars. I pray we don't get Eric Young as champ. Not saying anything bad about the guy, but he's old. You're old as shit. Crazy fuck that he is, but you know he's old. And he is a former World Heavyweight Champion. Just want to put that up. We get that. Alright, after that, we go to the back with the lovely Gia Miller and the X-Division Champion Leon Slater. He says this isn't just another title match, because it's his chance to rewrite the record book to become the longest reigning X-Division Champion of all time. And then, the Hardy Boys come in. We have Broken Matt Hardy, yes! Wonderful! Delete! And Jeff Hardy, dude! Or Platanito! I knew you'd come! Not on me, but get out of here! Yeah, we got that. So the Hardys come in, offer some, basically give them a pep talk. And that's it. Alright, so I give it 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, we go to break and come back once again with Gia Miller. And Order 4, this time with Mustafa Ali, the Intercontinental Champion, yells at them for losing. Well, they suck, but it is what it is. And he says the Intercontinental title Open Challenge comes back next week. Oh, joy. What country we get this time? Maybe we get Italy, or we had Australia. Now maybe we'll get the UK or Canada. Somebody's gonna beat them. I don't know when, but maybe soon. Maybe at Slammiversary. We'll see. Alright, 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. After that, Eric Young barges in, goes right up to the cameraman, and promises to win the world title. Man should be in jail, because he's a nut job. Like Jerome. You know, what'd you say, motherfucker? Shut up! Nothing. Go away. Anyway, moving on. Alright, after that, we have the beautiful Xia Li, the new TNA Knockouts champion for the 2nd time after beating Ariana Grace last week. Thank the Lord for that. So anyway, she gets in the ring with her broken English, even though it's getting better. She says, last week was the greatest night of my life. I got the Knockouts title back. I did it for you guys. I'm proud of myself. Brought the title back to TNA. And even with my broken English, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm getting verklempt. I'll give you a topic. TNA is great. Disgust. Sorry. Alright. And then I knew she was going to come out. Xia Brookside comes out to interrupt. We didn't see her last week because she was banned from the building. And basically, she came out and says, hey, I want your title. So Xia Li rants in Chinese. And Xia's like, hey, I'm not out here to translate for you and for these idiots here in Sacktown. So Xia Li's like, okay, I'll translate. Basically says, we can do this right now. So get in here, bitch. So then Xia Brookside says, no, I'm not getting in there. And then calls her a bitch in Mandarin Chinese. Which is basically almost like Io saying, bitch! I think in Chinese, in any language, it's bitch! Or pendeja if you're in Spanish. Or pera. Puta. Not para. Puta. Well, I guess you could say para too, because it's a female dog. But puta is a whore. Bitch. I know I said, I'm sorry. I was explaining. Don't say that! He doesn't want me to say it. Fine, I won't say it anymore. Go away. Moving on. Alright, so we see what happens with Xia Brookside and Xia Li. The Battle of the Xias for the Knockouts title. When? Probably at Slammiversary. We got that. Alright, 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Then, when the system, all of them now, they promised to take out, I thought they said they took out Moose, but they promised to take him out even more. And then Cedric, yells and screams like, I'm gonna win the X Division title! Okay. We move on with that. Blah, 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 blah. 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Then, I don't know why this segment, it was even on the air. Keith Jardine? Who the fuck is this guy? I mean, really? Who the fuck is this guy? I mean, really? Who the fuck? Anyway, he's in an upcoming movie that none of you will probably see. I think he was some MMA guy, or I don't know who he is. Who cares? He's out there with Gia Miller, and then the personal concierge, Joyce the Iceman, comes out with the rest of the Elegance brand, Ash. Ash wasn't there because she's recuperating from her surgery. So we have M and Heather, the Knockouts Tag Team Champions, and Mr. Elegance, he's there, getting his face, and Keith Jardine's like, Mr. Elegance is doing his stupid poses, looking like a douche, like a Timo Jack Perry. Which he is. And Jardine's not impressed. I am not impressed, Skywalker. Not impressive. Pretty much. So then, Mr. Elegance gets right up in Keith Jardine's face, and look like they're about to tussle, and then, 50 security guards come out. Okay. What was this? Excuse me, is this basic? Now, why would you use something so primitive as basic? That was a waste of time. That could have been an email, pretty much. Alright, so we get that. That was a dud. Zero. What's that? But something better came after that. A Sacktown street fight between Flop Dollar, AJ Francis, my good buddy KC Navarro, Chris Carey, the great grandson of Harry Carey, Cubs win, dribbler down the line, not in time. He's now the Sacramento A's play-by-play announcer, fourth generation MLB announcer. He's doing commentary. Didn't really say much, but okay. And this was barbaric. This match was great. They started off kicking each other, and they go inside. AJ tries for the down payment. It gets countered. Casey hits the 305, because he's from Miami. Suicide plancha is pulled out of midair, but Casey keeps spinning into a tornado DDT. Now the table's set up on the floor. Casey uses a chair, and then sends Flop Doll into the ring steps. Ow. We go to break, come right back. AJ, because the heels come back during the break, sends Casey into the ring post. Ow. Then he steals the baseball bat that Chris Carey had. We bought it for protection. Would have bought maybe a stun gun, but anyway. Casey takes that away, finds an athletics helmet, and, well, Casey grabbed the bat and he tries to swing at Casey. Strike one, strike two. Well, he didn't swing again because it would have been strike three. You're out! But Casey takes the bat, takes the helmet and does, some practice swings. And hits Flop Dollar a couple times, like, hey, you can play for the Mets! Hey, Mets-Yankees this weekend, oh boy. Mets were on a winning streak. They swept the garbage Tigers. I mean, and pretty much the NL East is starting to stink. So they're kind of slowly, short and steady, getting back. They're 11 and a half games out, but they're close. They're like 1.5 to 2.5 behind second place. Not that they're gonna get to first place, unless Atlanta has a humongous fucking collapse. But it's early. It's not even June yet. Hey, you never know. In the second half of The Price is Right. Well, second half of the baseball season. We'll see. We got that. Oh, wait. Oh, by the way, Edwin Diaz. Bye, bitch. Yeah, Edwin Diaz he's allegedly got caught in a cockfighting ring thing. He's your problem now, LA. The NWO Dodgers about to cut him. Waste. What a waste of, how much they pay him? Like $60 million, something like that? Waste. Hey, they want to be the NWO and give money to basically everybody. Be like Thanos and just run everything. Like have the Infinity Gauntlet times 5. Well, can't do it now. Your closer is in big doo-doo. He's in caca. Not cock, caca. Poop. Fuck you, Edwin Diaz, you prick. And that's that. Alright, so then they go to the ring, and Casey takes down AJ in the corner, still has the bat, swings the bat in the air, or at the air, well, strike one there, because there was nothing there. He runs around like he's running around the bases, and he does a drop kick into the trash can. That was nice, and you're safe! Then a Famouser gives Casey a near fall. Then he throws in a bunch of chairs. Why not? Sets them up. AJ gets in a back shot. Ow. And then a super down payment gets countered into a giddy kata. Bang! On the ring steps. I thought it was on the chairs. I guess not. And then AJ boosts him down, hits a down payment over the top, through the tables at ringside. Damn. Good thing Casey hit those tables, because it wouldn't have been good. And then he throws Casey back in and then pins the guy. 1, 2, 3. So Flop Dollar beats my boy Casey Navarro in 15 minutes, but it was barbaric. So 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Moving on. Alright, once again, we get Leon Slater winning the X Division title last year at Slammiversary from, I believe, Rich Swann. We got that. So if you missed it once, now you get to see it again. Moving on. Alright, then it's time for the champ, Mike Santana. He comes out for the little kitty cat, comes out from the bar. Well, I don't know where they were, but he came out, went down the stairs into the arena, like, whoa, we at the Hammerstein? Probably. Didn't look like it, but anyway. So So he gets to the ring eventually. Talks about his actions and words matching up. Now he has a challenger, and that's Eric Young, who helped build TNA. He was he didn't start early. He started like at the midpoint of the 2000s with the X Division, of course, Team Canada, Scott D'Amore and company. You know what I'm talking about. The guy that gets scared of his own pyro. Ah! Pyro! But he kind of helped build the X Division. But Santana, so Mike says, I'm the one who helped build this place in the AMC era. For the last 4 months, basically. And then, this bitch comes out. Sonya Deville comes out. Diarrhea Ray. Or Daria Ray. Diarrhea, whatever. She comes out and says, the next challenger is not gonna be Eric Young. It's gonna be Steve Macklin, because he's medically cleared after his concussion and everything. So she's like, no, I didn't have to run this by Santino Malala. But then, guess who? Santino Malala! You son of a gun! He comes out and interrupts. He likes the title match, but he has his own announcements. And, number one, Indy Hartwell, she is re-signed with TNA. That's pretty damn nice for the Knockouts division. Then, he's also proud of Xia Li. But then, Sonya Deville brings up Santino's issues with his daughter, Ariana Grace. And then Santino's like, I love my daughter. I don't give a fuck about my son-in-law, Stacks Mahomes, banging her. Damn. Sucks to be you, Stacks. Your father-in-law don't even like you. Oh well. And then Mike Santana's like, you know what? I've heard worse arguments in my family house in Puerto Rican houses. They're crazy. Rose's family arguments are insane. And I've heard some of them. Insane. Yeah, they're insane. You and what's his name? And the other people. They're nuts. Yeah, I know I married into your family. I'm sorry. And we have legendary fights too, but I win, I'm sorry. You didn't see that. Anyway. She tried to hit me with a spatula. Remember that time you threw a sponge at me, you bastard? She threw a sponge at me. A wet sponge. Hit me right in the nuts. So, don't mess with a Mexican or a Puerto Rican woman, because her and her family will fuck you up. The arguments are legendary. But I digress. Well, we move on. Okay, I'll shut up now. Alright, so he says, shut up. I'll beat anyone to keep my title. And then Sonya Deville says, well, I gotta go, and that's that. And then it ends like that. So Mike's like, I'll be Steve Macklin, I'll be Eric Young to keep my title, and I don't care about you two. Basically. That's pretty much it. I am getting sick of Sonya Deville at this point in TNA. This suit, shut up, I'm talking crap. One of the worst fucking things I ever seen. If she wants to be in TNA so bad, why don't you just have her work in the TNA Knockouts division? What Candice Michelle's doing right now, sort of in a way. She could be like the ambassador of the Knockouts division. I know they'll suck, but what are you gonna do? What you should do is bring back Gail fucking Kim, Carlos, you fuck. You other dick lords in TNA. You kick a good guy. That was a great booker, by the way, Mr. Scott D'Amore. You kick him out, and then you kick out fucking Gail Kim for some weird, stupid reasons. No wonder she's suing your asses. She'll probably win, too. I hope she wins. Gail Kim should be in the Hall of Fame, too, but I'm not talking about the TNA Hall of Fame. I think she's in the TNA Hall of Fame already, but WWE-wise, no, not yet. That sucks. Mickie James is in the TNA Hall of Fame, not in the WWE Hall of Fame. What is up with that? I don't know. Alright, so I gave the segment 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then it's time for my favorite part of the show. The prophecy comes out, the undead realm of Rosemary, my demon assassin, my demon bride, the co-founder of the fucking prophecy, along with our little bunny, Allie. They come out with Miss Jakara Jackson, if you're nasty, Mara Sade. Although, I mean, it's weird to have her there, but she's just there. With her lollipop. She can suck on my lollipop all night long. What? Sorry. Anyway, they take on my girl, Mila Moore, and Alicia Fox of the Diamond Collective, along with Tessa Blanchard, who, goddamn, she was wearing something nice. But it was an okay match, 6.5 minutes. Rosemary backs Mia in the corner, and then Allie bites her. We gotta bite her! Allie comes in, screams a lot. Ah! Okay, calm down, bunny. There's a running clothesline, or whatever. But Mila, chokes her in the ropes, and then Alicia Fox comes in for a 1905 chinlock. Allie gets double kneed in the corner, ow, but comes back with a neck breaker. Gets the hot tag to my girl Rosemary, comes in and cleans house, and we get a double upside down. You love that. Freaking Matthew Rewell's like, I can't do that! Shut up! Do your commentary. And then Tessa Blanchard tried to get involved, and Marsha's like, no! Takes her down on the floor, beats her ass. And then Allie dropped Mila right next to her. And then back in the ring, Rosemary throws Alicia Fox back in. I think it hit I thought she hit a DDT, but anyway. She picks up Alicia Fox and it's as above, so below. That great In This Moment song. She listens to them too. She told me. She loves In This Moment. And we do too. But she is as above, so below. 1, 2, 3, the prophecy once again gets the win because we're winners and not like you fuckers. So that's pretty much it. So Rosemary and Allie get the win. Please let them fight the Elegance brand and win the tag team titles at Slammiversary. Please. The Elegance brand is shit. Garbage. I know there's not that many women's tag teams in TNA. That's your fault, Carlos. But give it to freaking Rosemary and Allie, and then have Rosemary win the TNA Knockouts title. I know it's gonna take a while because you got Corey Jade, Xia Brooks, Xia Lee going at it. Indy Hartwell's in the mix too. We can't throw the Demon Assassin in there? Come on! What are we missing? 12 years Rosemary has not held the TNA title. 12 years! It's sad. I know she's getting older. She's like near 40, I think. But, she has one final run with the TNA Knockouts title, whether it be like for a couple months to maybe 6 months to a year would be nice. I would love that. But will we ever get it? Probably not. But there's always hope. But that's it. Alright, so the Prophecy get the win. I loved it. 3 out of 5 stars. That's it. Moving on. Alright, then we got another video for Leon Slater. And then we get a video for the Broken Hardys. Yes! Wonderful! Didit! So we have, basically Matt Hardy, who's behind a steel cage, or a cage, per se. Then he kind of, moves the cage, and he goes, hi, biting everything, because he's crazy. He's Matt Hardy. Broken Matt Hardy. And then we see Jeff Hardy, Brother Nito, humming, and then after Matt Hardy's done, Matt says, what are you going to tell them, Brother Nito? He tells the righteous that they'll fade away and classify themselves as obsolete. Obsolete! And I thought he challenged him to Apocalyptica. Because I think we're getting there. I thought it was a steel cage match at first, but because it was behind the cage, I'm like, kind of fits, kind of, you know. So we'll see what happens with the Righteous and the Hardys. Hardys looking to delete them. And yes, they're still the tag team. No, they're not the tag team champions because they lost to. Well, hopefully they get back the tag team titles from the system, but we'll see about that. All right, main event time, ladies and gentlemen. Great match between Leon Slater and Cedric Alexander. 2 out of 3 falls for the X Division title. Leon gets a fast fall 35 seconds into the match with a fruit roll-up. Wow. But it takes about 10 minutes to get another fall. Cedric won the second fall with a lumbar check to tie it up at 1. We go to another break, come back. Both of them are trying to pull themselves up because they're beating the crap out of each other. And then Leon Slater sends him to the outside. Big flippy dippity-doo over the post, which is nice. Montez Ford might have something to say about that. Then they get a super Styles Clash. I thought that was it. And then I think it was Cedric kicked out at 2. Fans are going completely berserk. They go back to the outside. Cedric throws him into the ring steps like a lawn dart. Damn! And then stops to hold up the X Division belt. I'm like, uh-oh. And then we see Leon is busted wide open. Blood, motherfuckers! Blood! You are blood! Well, you got it. But he is able to get a near fall off a small package. And then Cedric with a blade buster for another near fall. Goes for the lumbar check. He hits that. New champ, right? Wrong. Leon, I don't know how he kicked out at 2.99999999999 Batman 5. And then Leon knocks Cedric down, goes for the Swanton 450, missed, no one to prove for you, sir. And then not 1, but 2 more lumbar checks. And Cedric goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, we have a new X Division champion in Cedric Alexander, so... Well, 3/4 of the system have gold. Eddie Edwards does not have any gold right now. And, well, Alicia Edwards, do you want to know something? I hate when she says that. She's so annoying. She looks great, but when she says that, it's freaking annoying. Do you want to know something? Sound like Andy Rooney on 60 Minutes. You know. You know something. That's how he used to talk, something like that. You want to know something? About 60 Minutes. No, I don't want to know anything. All right, shut up. Look at that. But congrats to Cedric winning the X Division title. Took him a long time to get there, but got it. Match was great. 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that was it. And then Cedric celebrating. And then after the match, we kind of see, if you were watching on AMC, we get a thanks for watching graphic botch. It's 18A plus, you know. And then it comes back. We see Cedric still in the ring. And then the lights go out. Sabu! No, not you, Sabu. We hear the music of Fabian Aichner, Giovanni Vinci. Remember him from NXT? Used to be in Imperium. Of all people, Fabian Aichner is now in TNA. I know he got released, a year or 2 ago from WWE because his gimmick sucked. He's doing the same fucking gimmick, by the way. Makes no sense. He comes out, stares like Cedric to end the show. Yeah. That was it. I'm like, okay. So they're just gonna bring in any schmuck now? Who's next? They're gonna. I can't bring in Ludwig Kaiser. We don't know him as El Grande Americano. Knowing WWE and how they got rid of people from NXT and the main roster. Some of them are going to go to TNA. Some of them are going to go to AEW, like Kofi and Xavier. The New Day. And I read that Kofi's going to still use his name. I think he's just going to go by Kofi. Can't call him Kofi Kingston, obviously. Probably just be Kofi, and Xavier Woods will use his real name, Austin Creed. So it'll be Kofi and Creed. Or Kofi Creed. They'll probably have some different name on. They can't call him the New Day. Maybe they'll call him the Old Day. We'll call him some weird, ridiculous name they'll think of. Or maybe Kenny will think of something, you know? But I can see, you know, Kofi and Xavier Woods in AEW by the time we hit All In. By August, I think they'll debut. They'll make the debut. They can't fight, obviously. They can't compete with a stupid 90-day clause that happened last month, basically. I think it was, March, right? I think it was March or April. No, it's April, I think. It's right after WrestleMania. Right around WrestleMania. So, think about 3 months, May, June, July. Yeah, probably about beginning, middle of August, we'll hopefully see the New Day, Kofi and Xavier in TNA. And, excuse me, not TNA. AEW. Because everybody wants them there. Even the Bucks have said they would love to have them there. Kenny has said it. I think other stars, MJF said it. So, if they say it, most likely they're going to AEW. And I think it would be great to have the Bucks versus... hopefully the Bucks get the World Tag Team titles. And then they face, you know, Kofi and Xavier at All In. That match will be phenomenal. Not AJ Styles phenomenal, but phenomenal. Epic. Or if FTR is the chance by then, I would have them face a mystery team... And it's Kofi and Xavier, and they win it at All In their first night on the job. First day on the job, because it's in England. That would be epic. I think both matches would be epic. The Bucks and the New Day, or New Day FTR, that'd be great. All In is going to be fucking epic. I'm telling you right now. With some of the stars might be coming back, like Xavier and Kofi. Ocean Spray's going to win a world title in his home country, most likely. So I think he will win the Owen Cup. It would be nice to have him as Swerve as the champ. Or he beats Swerve, or he beats MJF, probably, at All In. And then maybe we get Swerve and Ocean Spray at Wrestle Dream. Or at maybe, I doubt it All Out, but I'd rather have it at Wrestle Dream. But we'll see. There's talk of Zelina Vega, or, you know, Thea Trinidad and Tommy N, Malachi Black, coming back to, I don't know why, but back to AEW. Well, it didn't work the first time, let's do it again. But now, I'm bringing in my hot wife to kind of sort of bump up that women's division. She can also go to Ring of Honor. Yeah, because Ring of Honor needs so many more women, right? There's not that many in there. I mean, we do kind of need challengers for Deonna Purrazzo's pure title. I mean, we got, Diamante is going to fight tonight, lose. And then we got Athena in a survival of the fittest match with 5 other people, one of them being Billy Starks. And my girl Zeta Steele. Trisha Dora, I think, is in that match too. Is Athena going to lose the title? Probably not. Probably not. Unless they finally pull the trigger and make Billy Starks the women's champ. I don't think it's happening. I have a feeling if we get to Death Before Dishonor in, I think, August or September, I think we get Deonna Purrazzo and Athena. Or if, there's a big if, Mercedes Moné comes back, because she's doing Star Wars shit, because the Mandalorian and Yoda, little Yoda, Baby Yoda, they had that movie just came out. I haven't seen it yet, but I want to see it. That's, they're doing press for that, or she's doing press for that. I don't know if she's coming back. I thought she'd be in the Owen Hart tournament. Obviously not. So Athena's going to win that tournament. And I think maybe if Mercedes does come back, she beats Thekla for the title. And then at All In, we get the rematch of all rematches. Athena, still being Ring of Honor champion, takes on Mercedes, who is the world champion. Does Athena finally lose the Ring of Honor title to fucking Sasha Banks, and Sasha goes back to being belt collector again? She has 2 belts, and then she'll be a 4-year champ because she won't defend that Ring of Honor world title. I don't know. I don't know with this fucking company anymore, with Ring of Honor anymore. I don't. But that's it. Alright, so yeah. So Fabian Aichner comes back, and I guess he's gonna go right into a title shot against Cedric. Am I liking it? Not really. I hope Leon gets his rematch at Slammiversary. I heard that I think Ultimate X is coming back, so I think Leon will get his rematch in Ultimate X. Probably not win it back, but so yeah, I think I heard Ultimate X is coming back at Slammiversary, which is nice. And we'll see what happens. Cedric, well, you won. Now you're in a pickle because you got other people going for that X Division title. Whether it be Leon versus Cedric in a rematch, but this time we're going to put it above the ring in Ultimate X. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But Ultimate X is coming back at Slammiversary. Can't wait for that. But as far as TNA goes last night, I thought it was a pretty solid show. So I'm going to give it a solid 7.5 out of 10 stars. The main event was great, and I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, let's quickly go to Ring of Honor. That too. And, yeah. Then we'll get to the predictions for Supercard, and then we'll get out of here. Alright, so let me get that out of here. Get my notes back in order. Alright, so Ring of Honor, the go-home show before Supercard. I thought it was pretty decent. It wasn't a great show, as always, but we're once again emanating from the SoFi Center in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. That golf course type thing. We're still there. This week, I think we have maybe 1 or 2 more shows. As now, after Supercard, we're going to get pretty much new programs and going into Death Before Dishonor, or whatever's next. And as always, our commentary team with the boring man himself, Ian Vicker Boring, and the pasta, my good buddy, Caprice Coleman. Alright, let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time. Alright, so we had a 6-woman tag team match to start the show. Maya World, who's in the Survival of the Fittest match. Lacey Lane, we all know her as Kaden Carter. And Yuna from Final Fantasy X and X-2. Yuka Sakazaki, that's Takeshita's wife. They take on Marina Shafir, Athena, and her minion, Billy Starks. Interesting little thing to have Athena and Billy Starks, who are both in this Survival of the Fittest match. And you have Maya World on the other side. But actually, this was a pretty good match for 11.5 minutes. We're getting to the end. Discus Forearm drops Athena. Marina Shafir comes in, leaving Maya World and Athena to brawl on the floor. Kind of hyping up the Survival of the Fittest match. Because Maya came this close. Very close to beating Athena for the world title. But, you can only come so close in horseshoes and hand grenades. It is what it is. Yuka gets the hot tag to Kaden Carter. She comes in and cleans house. Death Valley Driver, for near fall. Marina Shafir and Maya World brawl on the floor. And then Yuka takes them both out with a flippy-dippity-doo. Kaden Carter and Billy Starks trade kicks to the head. Or kick to head. With Billy getting the better of that. Goes to the Swanton and gets the win. She gets the Swanton, but Athena tags herself in and steals the pin. Oh, Athena, that wasn't a good idea. Because Billy is mad. So Athena picks up the win for her team in just under 11.5 minutes. Good match, though. 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's that. Will Athena lose tonight? To who? It's either going to be Maya World or maybe they finally pull the trick with Billy Starks. It's not going to be my girl Zeta Steel. Oh yeah, that'll be a shock. But the other people in the match, I don't think they have a chance. But we'll see. Get that. Alright, match number 2, tag team action. Tommy Billings and the Dynamite Kid Jr. and our good buddy Adam Priest. They take on William Yuta, that idiot, and the dancing fool Danny Garcia. But it was Garcia and William Yuta in the match. They go after Tommy Billings' ribs, which were messed up. But in the end, Adam Priest lets go of a half crab that was on on Danny Garcia. William Yuta tries to get him off. That didn't work. So then Adam Priest's like, "Oh no, I'm gonna put you in a half crab." But he let go, and then Garcia and William Yuta hit running knees to face. Ouch. Tommy Billings gets a pile driver, and the STO running knee combo. 1, 2, 3. William Yuta and Danny Garcia of the Death Riders get the win in a little over 10.5 minutes. Decent match with that. Alright, then we find out that Mark Davis, the new AEW National Champion, I don't know why he's on this pay-per-view. He's defending the title against some person named Zelhua. I guess he's from Mexico. Or CMLL. Zelhua. Zelhua! Tomato, tomato. We get that. Alright, so that's another match added to this card. I think Mark Davis is gonna win, because I have no idea who Zelhua is. I think maybe I've seen him once or twice. I probably blinked and missed. Whatever. Moving on. Alright, then we go to the Jolly Green Giant, Satnam Singh, another garbage, 1.5 minute garbage fest. Takes on some ham and eggers named C.D. Bennett and James Tapia. No, not the boxer. Obviously, no, Tapia is a boxer, his last name. I forgot his first name. Yeah, but Satnam Singh beats him with a double choke bomb. 92 seconds. Good night! Dud. Then, after that, and Hedico in a pure rules match against former Ring of Honor pure champion himself, Josh the Goods Woods. It was a pretty good match. Woods accidentally backs back into the ropes, which I still don't understand is a rope break. You get backed into the fucking ropes, and the referee's like, "Oh, rope break." I'm like, how am I supposed to get out of here? We're just shove them off. I mean, come on. We'll just try to get out of there. It's a stupid fucking rope break, which gives you a disadvantage. Dumb. Anyway, and Herigo gets in a kick to the head at the end of the match, but that gets shrugged off, and Josh the Goods Woods wins the match with a rolling chaos theory. Nice. And he beats Angelico, and that's pretty much it. He should be fighting Lee Moriarty for the Pure Rules Championship, because Lee Moriarty has held that title for over a year now. Crazy. After the match, he goes after the arm of Angelico, but then Serpentico comes out. He gets beat up himself, and then Nigel McGuinness, me love. He runs in for the save, but then Josh Wood bails from getting his ass handed to him. So maybe we'll see Nigel versus Josh Woods. That could be decent, not great, but good. Well, we'll see. We have that. Alright, after that, we got the Ring of Honor Women's TV Champion, Red Velvet from your mama's kitchen. She comes out, talks about going way back with now the new number one contender, Viva Van, who's only won one match in Ring of Honor. Knows how hard she has worked to get here. Red Velvet has carried the division on her back. What division? There is no division! It's time for Viva Van to step in the ring with the backbone of the division. Wait, how can you carry the division and then say you're the backbone of the division? There is no division! So, a girl like Viva Van, nothing bad to say about her. She's been a champion in the indie circuit. She's 1-17. Ouch. 1-17 in Ring of Honor, and everybody thinks she's going to get the title tonight. Nope. 1-18 tonight. Sad to say, but she's like the Brooklyn Cyclones of the Ring of Honor women's division. The Cyclones are 9-26 this year, and they won the title last year, the South Division title. What a difference a year makes. But it's early, Cyclones fans. It's early. Even though it's like 100-some-odd game season. We got like almost halfway in, and I think the first half is coming up. I don't think there's no way that the Cyclones are going to win that the first half division, the North Division. I don't think they're going to win that. We'll see what happens with the Cyclones, the Mets affiliate, minor league affiliate, in the second half of the year. Man, maybe they can make a major comeback. I don't see it, but we'll see. That's that. Alright, so we move on. Alright, then the 6-man tag team titles are on the line. We got Shane Taylor Promotions, Shane Taylor, and the infantry of Cody Bobo, and the captain, Sean Dean, along with Christiane XO at ringside, that hot piece of ish. They take on Eddie Kingston, the crazy monkey himself, Ortiz, and the Mance Warner. We still haven't seen Stephanie DeLander yet. She's home collecting belts, basically. She won another title, I heard. Speaking of another titles, Killer Cross, holy shit. He has like 6 belts? Or 4 belts now? I don't know how many. I saw a picture with him and Scarlett. Scarlett had like 4 belts, and Killer Cross had like 2 or 3 belts with him because he just won the WSW, whatever promotion that is. He won the world title there against Baron Corbin and Dijak in a hardcore match. You know, congrats to you, Killer Cross. Fuck you, Nick Khan and Hunter. What could have been with him, with Killer Cross? You fucked that up. He goes to MLW. He's the world champion there. Goes to WSW, world champion there. And he has some other titles in the indies. I think he's the WrestlePro champ, too. I know he wrestles a lot in WrestlePro. I don't know if he won a title there, but... So if you see Killer Cross, wish that man good luck. Tell him he's a great man. And tell Scarlett I said hello. I digress. We get that. Alright, so anyway, this was an match. Christiane XO offers her distraction, showing her tatas. What else is new? And we get a belly-to-back suplex neck-breaker combo. Ouch. On Mance Warner. 1, 2, 3, and still your Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champions, the STP, Shane Taylor Promotions, in under 9 minutes. Decent for what it was. That's that. Alright, then we get a video for the Ring of Honor World Title match tonight. Bandito defends against Blake Christian. Hopefully we don't see a title change. Even though Bandito hasn't defended the belt since Final Battle when he won it. 6 months. 6-month title reign, and he's only defended the belt 1 time, and this is the time. What is up with that? They can't say, oh, well, he was injured. Yeah, I think he was injured a little bit, but he was basically, him and Brody King, Brodito, were the AEW tag team champions, so you can't really blame him for not defending the Ring of Honor title. That's just horrible booking by a guy that should not even be booking Ring of Honor, and really should not have bought Ring of Honor. Let it die! There's other things you can do with those wrestlers. They could go to WWE, TNA, they could go to Japan, they go to Mexico, they go anywhere. Puerto Rico. We don't need Ring of Honor. It's a shell of what it is. It is a shell of what it is, right? Of what it used to be, I should say. It's just a horror show right now. Pay-per-view-wise, good. TV-wise, bad. Because nobody can see it. That's that. Speaking of Blake Christian, he takes on the man who's not really evil, and that's Evil Uno. And this is Blake Christian's first singles match in Ring of Honor this year. What? because he's always been in tag team matches with Lee Johnson well, it used to be the Swirl, now it's Lethal Twist with Jay Lethal, who's at ringside. This match was kind of meh, corny. 4-minute match. Getting to the end, Blake Christian puts on the Bandito mask again. Goes for the 21 plex, it gets blocked. But he tries to emulate Mr. Jay Lethal. Hits the lethal injection into a Shining Wizard. Into Vanilla Choke Zero. Vanilla Coke Zero is not even that great. I digress. But 1, 2, 3, Blake Christian gets the win. Wasn't really a great match. Then afterwards gets on the mic and promises to win the world title. Is he? Hopefully not. And we move on. Alright. Speaking of Lee Moriarty, the Pure Champion, he gives Ace Austin a shot at the title tonight. What? Okay. I mean, yeah. It'd be a good match. But does he deserve it? We're just gonna hand people title shots now? That's what Tony Khan does. And your food is ready, by the way. That's that. Ace Austin has a point to make, He deserves the shot because he's undefeated in Ring of Honor, even though he lost to Will Ocean Spray this past Wednesday night on Dynamite, a great match with Ocean Spray. He's getting much better. I think he'll be tag team champion, or possibly win one of the trinkets. I would be shocked if he wins the title tonight. I would be shocked if Ace Austin is the new Ring of Honor Pure Champion tonight. I would be shocked. But I think Lee Moriarty is going to continue his reign of terror with the Ring of Honor Pure title, which he barely defends. Like the other titles on Ring of Honor. I digress. Get that. Alright, then we have a non-title Pure Rules Proving Ground match with the Ring of Honor Women's Pure Champion. Deonna Purrazzo takes on, this lovely lady, Casey Lennox. I think we all know who she is. If you don't know, I think that's Rockstar Sports' hot wife. She's one hot piece of ash. But Deonna Purrazzo gets the win. With the Fujiwara armbar, 3.5 minute fest. Did I say 3.5 minutes? Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so Deonna Purrazzo gets the win. After the match, Diamante! She comes out and hits Deonna with the belt, and then puts her in the Fujiwara armbar, and you see Deonna's like, tapping out like a bitch. I mean, come on. And I thought you were from Jersey. I thought Jersey people don't tap out. I'm just saying. Moving on. Alright. Then we get to another six-man tag team match. We got Baby Keith, Charlie Malashite. I'm going to have a problem with this name. Malashite? Malachite? Maybe? Let's say Malachite. Malachite. Whatever. Tomato, tomato. And Xander Maddox, no relation to Brad Maddox, hopefully. They take on my favorite six-man tag team in Ring of Honor, the Outrunners. We haven't done this in a while. Watch this. They follow me on Twitter, and that is Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum. They team up with the Peacock. Dalton Castle. Follow him on Twitch. Tell him I said hello. Doesn't even know who I am, but just tell him Peter Joseph said hello on YouTube. Okay. Whatever. This was a standard 3-minute match. I say another 3-minute match. Pretty much. Anyway, the Outrunners and Dalton Castle get the win after the Mega Powers Hobo Brother. And they hit that. Dalton gets the pin. Just stands there, gets the pin. Alright, we got that. We move on. That's that. And then Athena is ready to retain her title. But Billy Starks comes in and says, what was that about? Why did you tag in? I had the win here. Athena's like, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear it. Because I kept you around for 3 years now. We're 4 years. But 3+ years now. And it's time for everyone to acknowledge what I've done. Did you just say acknowledge you, Athena? Yeah, we will. Fake Roman wannabe. Pretty much. She's the female Roman Reigns of Ring of Honor right now. Billy's annoyed, but thanks her. Why? And then Athena tells her to follow the plan tomorrow. Well, so I guess Athena's like, well, let me eliminate everybody and then you take the pin tomorrow or whatever. It was me and you at the end. You do what you told and, you know, lay down for me and I'll keep my title. I don't think that's going to happen. I have a feeling it's going to come down to Athena and Billy. And Athena's like, you know, lay down. And then Billy's going to trick her. Maybe win the title of a fruit roll-up. I don't know. Maybe she'll just win it outright. I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens tonight. But I just don't see Athena losing tonight. I just don't. If it does, if it's Billy Starks, I'll be happy. I'd be really happy. But we've said that for 4+ years now, that Billy Starks should have beat Athena. Even 2 years ago, at the Hammerstein, she should have won it. I was there. I'm like, why did she win? We were about to riot after that match. I'm like, why? Even the year before that, I think it was at I don't remember what pay-per-view was the first one. We were the first one at Forbidden Door. She should have won that. Then the second fight, the second time they fought for the world title, Billy should have won that. Then round 2 at, like I said, at Final Battle 2024, Billy should have won that. I was like, I don't know how Athena came back and won that match. Pissed me off. And then, really, last year, Billy wasn't even in the picture. And now, she's in a six-way match with Athena. I think, Trish Adora going to get eliminated. I think it's an elimination-style match. I think. Because it's survival of the fittest. So I think it's elimination. I don't think it's one fall to a finish. I think it's an elimination. But if it's elimination, I think it's going to come down to Billy Starks and Athena. I have a feeling Athena's going to cheat. Or Billy cheats and wins the title and ends the reign of terror of Athena in just a little over 1,200 change days, I think. Crazy. So we'll see what happens with that. I kind of spoiled it. Zeta Steel is entrant number 6 in the Survival of the Fittest match. He beat Hyann the Huntress with the swinging on Prettier. That was it. Christopher Daniels all happy. I'm happy for my girl Zeta. And then Code of Honor, you'd love to see that after the match. Then we get to the main event for the TV title. Nick Wayne and his hot mom. She's there. Nick Wayne's mom has got it going on. Yes. Well, Nick Wayne finally defends the TV title against A.R. Fox in a pretty good 13-minute match. Lots of flippy-dippity doos. Getting to the end. Nick Wayne hits Code Red for a near fall. A.R. Fox seems to get pissed off. And knocks Nick Wayne to the outside. Big running flippy-dippity doo. Goes to a swanton. And Nick Wayne got his knees up inside the ring. They get back up. A.R. Fox somehow grabs a small package out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3, we have a new Ring of Honor TV champ. And that's A.R. Fox? What? That was a shock. So, yeah, A.R. Fox is the champ. This was not the main event, I'm sorry. So yeah, A.R. Fox, congrats to you being the new champ. And then Leo Rush comes out, playing his Gozer the Gazarian gimmick. He issues a challenge for the title at Supercard, and then the match is immediately made. Don't give it to him, please. Do not give it to Leo Rush in his stupid half good, half crazy fuck gimmick. Come on. If anybody should win that title, it should be somebody like Roosh. Not Leo Rush, I mean Roosh. Or just give it back to Nick Wayne. I mean, we'll see what happens with that. Then the Premier Athletes take on Ernest R. Alexander, who? JC Love, who? And Vicky Martinez, who? And pretty much, you know, JC Love's a woman, by the way. No, not JC Jane, but JC Love. Story Denali's in this match, and they get the win, and I didn't give two flying fucks. That's pretty much it for that. Alright. I went past my notes. Sorry about that. Alright, let's quickly get back to this. Okay, we're back. Alright, then we had Bandito in a non-title proving ground match against Action Andretti. Interesting. Bandito's first singles match in Ring of Honor since September. I thought wasn't he a final battle and he won? I don't know. Anyway, this is a good match. For about 8 minutes, Bandito gets the win with the X-knee. Because Bandito grabbed a one-arm gorilla press for a near fall, and then Action Andretti flips into the X-knee, and Bandito got the win. And then after the match, Blake Christian comes out, throws Bandito his mask, or one of his masks, because he only cares about the belt. Okay, seems logical. And that ends Ring of Honor TV for this week. But it was an okay show. I give it 6 out of 10 stars, and that's pretty much it. So, TNA, once again, the show of the week, 7.5 out of 10 stars. Ring of Honor, 6 out of 10. And that's all I got to say about that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to go record my quick Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor predictions, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time. Peace.